out their prey, their meals come to them. On today's Creation Moment, we look at these incredible glow-in-the-dark sharks. And now, our Creation Moment's host, Paul Taylor.
The creation is filled with plants and animals that use deception to survive. The glow-in-the-dark cookie-cutter shark is a master at such deception. The cookie-cutter shark is only a foot to a foot and a half long. It doesn't have powerful muscles and can't swim very fast, but it doesn't need to. Lunch serves itself. The shark typically lives between 600 and 3,000 feet below the surface of the water. If you were above one of these sharks, you would probably not see it, because the top of its body is as dark as the deep waters where it lives. Looking up from below, you see the dark outline of the shell. It's the light that filters down from the if you're looking for illumination from above. The deception doesn't stop there, however. A small patch beneath the shark's jaw doesn't glow. From beneath, the cookie-cutter shark looks like a small fish, just the kind of dinner a tuna might enjoy. So the tuna speeds towards the fish. At the last moment, the shark turns and takes the head out of the tuna. It's open round the shark. Interestingly, most of the are not fatal. Deception and habits all match each other perfectly
6. Jeremiah chapter 6. O children of Benjamin, gather yourselves to flee out of the midst of Jerusalem, and blow the trumpets in Tekoa, and set up a sign of fire in Beth-Haxarem. For evil appears out of the north, and a great ruin. I have compared the daughter of Zion to a beautiful and tender woman. The shepherds with their flocks shall come to her, and they shall pitch their tents against her all around. They shall feed each one in his place. Prepare war against her. Arise and let us go up at noon. Woe unto us, for the day goes away, for the shadows of the evening are stretched out. Rise and let us go by night. Let us destroy her palaces. For thus hath the Lord of hosts said, cut down trees and cast a mound against Jerusalem. This is the city to be visited. There is nothing but oppression in their midst. As a fountain casts out her waters, so she casts out her wickedness. Violence and spoil is heard in her. Always before me are grief and wounds. O Jerusalem, you must be instructed, lest my soul depart from you, lest I make you desolate, a land without a people. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall thoroughly glean the remnant of Israel like a vine. Turn back your hand as a grape gatherer into the baskets. To whom shall I speak and give warning, that they may hear? Behold, their ear is not circumcised, and they cannot listen. Behold, the word of the Lord is unto them a reproach. They have no delight in it. Therefore I am full of the fury of the Lord. I am weary with holding in. I will pour it out upon the children in the streets, and upon the circle of young men together. For even the husband and the wife shall be taken, the aged with him who is full of days. And their houses shall be turned to others, together with their fields and wives. And I will stretch out my hand upon the people of the land, saith the Lord. Every one from the least of them even to the greatest of them is given to covetousness. From the prophet even to the priest, everyone deals falsely. They have also healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? No, they were not ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall amongst those who fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, stand in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where the good way is, and walk in it, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk in it. Also I said, set a watchman over you, saying, listen to the sound of the trumpet. And they said, we will not listen. Therefore hear, you nations, and know, O congregation, what is amongst them. Hear, O earth, behold, I will bring evil upon this people, even the fruit of their thoughts, because they have not listened to my words, nor to my law, but have rejected it. To what purpose does there come incense to me from Sheba, and the sweet cane from a far country? Your burnt offerings are not pleasing, nor your sacrifices sweet to me. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, I will lay stumbling blocks before this people, and the fathers and the sons together shall fall upon them. The neighbor and his friends shall perish. Thus saith the Lord, behold, the people comes from the north country, and a great nation shall be raised from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel and have no mercy. Their voice roars like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in order like a man for war against them. O daughter of Zion, we have heard the rumor of it. Our hands become feeble. Anguish has taken hold of us, and pain like a woman in labor. Do not go forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and the fear of it are on every side. O daughter of my people, clothe yourself with sackcloth, and wallow yourself in your ashes. Make mourning for yourself as for an only son, most bitter weeping, for the ravager shall suddenly come upon us. I have set you up as a watchtower and a stronghold amongst my people, that you may know and try their way. They are all grievous revolters, walking with slanders. They are brass and iron, they are all corrupters. The bellows are burned, the lead is melted by the fire. The founder melts in vain, for the wicked are not plucked away. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord has rejected them. Israel, make your ways and your doings good, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Do not trust in lying words, saying, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. For if you thoroughly amend your ways and your doings, if you completely do judgment between man and his neighbor, if you do not oppress the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and do not shed innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods to your hurt, then I will cause you to dwell in this place, in the land that I gave to your fathers, forever and ever. Behold, you trust in lying words that cannot do any good. Will you steal and murder, and commit adultery, and swear falsely, and burn incense unto Baal, and walk after other gods whom you do not know, and then come and stand before me in this house which is called by my name, and say, we are delivered to do all these abominations? Has this house which is called by my name become a den of robbers in your eyes? Behold, I also have seen it, saith the Lord. But go now to my place which is in Shiloh, where I set my name at the first, and see what I did to it for the wickedness of my people Israel. And now because you have done all these works, saith the Lord, and I spoke to you rising up early and speaking, but you did not hear, and I called you, but you did not answer. Therefore I will do unto this house, which is called by my name, in which you trust, and unto the place which I gave to you and to your fathers, as I have done to Shiloh. And I will cast you out of my sight, as I have cast out all your brothers, the whole seed of Ephraim. Therefore unto your fathers, nor command them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices, but I commanded them this thing, saying, Obey my voice, and I will be your God, and ye shall be my people, and walk in all the ways that I have commanded you, so that it may be well with you. But they did not listen nor bow their ear, but walked in the plans and the imaginations of their evil heart, went backward and not forward. Since the day that your father came forth out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. Yet they did not listen to me, nor bow down their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers. Therefore ye shall speak all these words unto them, but they will not listen to you. You shall also call to them, but they will not answer you. But you shall say to them, This is a nation which does not obey the voice of the Lord their God, nor receives instruction. Truth has perished and is cut off from their mouth. O Jerusalem, cut off your hair and throw it away, and take up a weeping on the high places. For the Lord has rejected and forsaken the generation of his wrath. For the children of Judah have done evil in my sight, saith the Lord. They have set their boundaries in the house which is called by my name, in order to defile it. They have built the high places of Tophet, which is in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to burn their sons and their daughters in the fire, which I did not command them, neither did it come into my heart. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. They shall bury in Tophet until there is no place. And the bodies of this people shall be food for the birds of the sky, for the beasts of the earth, and none shall frighten them away. Then I will cause the voice of gladness to cease from the cities of Judah, from the streets of Jerusalem, and the voice of God, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate. Chapter 8. Jeremiah, chapter 8. At that time, saith the Lord, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah, the bones of its princes, and the bones of the priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the people of Jerusalem out of their graves. And they shall spread them before the sun and the moon and all the hosts of heaven, whom they have loved and whom they have served, and after whom they have walked, and whom they have sought, and whom they have worshipped. They shall not be gathered nor buried. They shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. And death shall be chosen rather than life by all the rest of those that remain of this evil family, who remain in all the places where I have driven them, saith the Lord of hosts. Moreover, you shall say to them, Thus saith the Lord, Shall they fall and not arise? Shall he turn away and not return? Why then has this people of Jerusalem slidden back by a never-ending backsliding? They hold fast to deceit. They refuse to return. I listened and heard, but they did not speak right. No man repented of his wickedness, saying, What have I done? Everyone turned to his own way, like the horse rushes into the battle. Yea, the stork in the heaven knows her seasons, and the turtle and the crane and the swallow watch the time of their coming. But my people do not know the judgment of the Lord. How do you say, We are wise, and the law of the Lord is with us? Lo, certainly the lying pen of the scribes has written falsely. The wise men are ashamed, they have been afraid and have been captured. Lo, they have turned away from the word of the Lord, and what wisdom is in them. Therefore I will give their wives to others, and their fields to those who shall inherit them. For everyone from the least even to the greatest is given to covetousness. From the prophet even to the priest everyone deals falsely. For they have healed the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying, Peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had done these abominations? No, they were not ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among those who fall. In the time of their visitation they shall be cast down, saith the Lord. I will utterly consume them, saith the Lord. There shall be no grapes on the vine, nor figs on the fig tree, and the leaf shall fade, and the things that I have given them shall pass away from them. Why do we sit still? Gather yourselves, and let us enter into the fenced cities, and let us be silent there, for the Lord our God has put us to silence, and has given us water of gall to drink, because we have sinned against the Lord. We look for peace, but no good came, for a time of health, but behold trouble. The snorting of the horses was heard from Dan. The whole land trembled at the sound of the neigh of his strong ones. For they have come and have devoured the land, and all that is in it, the city and those who live in it. For behold, I will send serpents and adders among you, which will not be charmed, and they shall bite you, saith the Lord. When I would comfort myself against sorrow, my heart is faint within me. Behold the voice of the city of the daughter of my people, because of those who dwell in the country. Is not the Lord in Zion? Is not her king in her? Why have they provoked me to anger with their graven images and with their strange vanities? The harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. For the hurt of the daughter of my people, I am hurt. I am in gloom. Horror has taken hold on me. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then has the healing of my people not come? Jeremiah chapter 9. Oh, that my head were waters and my eyes a fountain of tears, that I might weep day and night for the slain of the daughter of my people. Oh, that I had in the wilderness a lodging place for traveling men, that I might leave my people and go away from them. For they are all adulterers, an assembly of treacherous men, and they bend their tongues like their bow for lies. But they are not mighty for the truth on the earth, for they go from evil to evil, and they do not know me, saith the Lord. Every one beware of his neighbor, and do not trust any brother. Every brother will supplant his neighbor, and will walk with slanders, and every one will deceive his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They have taught their tongue to speak lies, and they are weary themselves to commit iniquity. Your habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit they refuse to know me, saith the Lord. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, behold, I will melt them, and try them. For how shall I do for the daughter of my people? Their tongue is like an arrow shot out. It speaks deceit. One speaks peacefully to his neighbor with his mouth, but in his heart he lies in wait. Shall I not visit them for these things, saith the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? polished with an axe, the work of the hands of the workmen. They adorn it with silver and with gold, and they fasten it with nails and hammers, so that they do not move it. They are upright as the palm tree, but do not speak. You must be